Look on the screen. Sorry that I gotta ask ya. They are so mean. Dusty's trying to get at ya. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. They are so mean. Talking about Dusty's. And look on the screen. 14 years old. Look on the screen. Age 14. Life is already adversely affected by a son of a T Dot. T Dot Jr. That Dusty over there, certified Dusty. So there's a breakup. He can't handle it. Shoots her in the head multiple times. 14. Shoots her in the head multiple times. It's a wonder she survived. The anger. One letter away from danger. Who does that? 14. So we had a 7-year-old told to, in a prior video, Dusty Dan's son, to clean up his room. He stabs a mother several times in the neck, then hits her in the head with a pan, texts a friend, asks for a gun, and then from the police, he tries to run. Then we have another teenager that shoots shoots his girlfriend in the neck over a phone, I believe, because she got a call. He demanded her phone, and now she's gone. And we have a 6-year-old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old who shot a teacher. 14-year-old. The society needs a reset. Shot her in the head multiple times. How are you that angry? Can't control your emotions. Shot her in the head multiple times. How are you that angry and you can't control your emotions? Where do they do that at? And you think that this country is going to be able to compete with China in the future? The youth are too depraved. They don't even have common sense how to keep yourself calm, how to deal with your emotions, how to make rational decisions. They don't even have common sense. So how are you going to be in competition with China? Behavior is learned. And for the inner city and the ones at the bottom, oh, it's pretty much a wrap for you. If you're in inner city, you can be a white person. If you are unlearned and you at the bottom and you scraping by, boo and cooter, you can barely read, it's a wrap for you too, boo. Anybody that is at the bottom financially, and trust me, it ain't hard to get there. Anybody who's at the bottom financially, it's pretty much a wrap for you. If you seriously, because if not willing to adapt, and the new immigrants that are here, that's your competition. What you can do, they can learn to do it too, just cheaper. America's youth out of control. But this is what happened when you proud to be a T Dot, got the children, some of them raised by thoughts. Where did he get a gun from? And is this how you handle things? Oh, I get my gun and I handles up. Is this how you handle things? If they're doing this as school age children, what do you expect them to do when it comes to a job in a corporate? Oh, I like what they said at the meeting. I'll get my gun. I'm going to show them. Dealing with not just adults, dealing with domestic. We got DV cases as teenagers, a domestic violence case. And now she's lost sight in one eye. But see, people don't want to go old school. All the new ones, the young ones, all they think they know. You don't know jack. I'm sorry to say, they think they know. Some of these little young women, some of these parents, you can't tell them nothing. I've been told you're not a parent. I sure as hell am not, but and I wouldn't be raising no thug and no T-Dot if we were parents. Can't tell them nothing. You think education is expensive? Try ignorance. There are a lot of people that are parents, you can't tell them nothing. Did you check out the kind of, and it's no guarantee kind of family he's from? Because, see, here's the thing about it. When you do that, you're kind of setting the stage, the expectation. If you can sense, oh, something's not right in this home, you might want to get your child and move on. Some people have to learn the hard way. Some have to learn the hard way. Why do you think people that have assets and resources, you don't just come rolling up? They want to see who are you? They want to protect it. So I don't care if you've got 200,000, 2 million, or $2 in your purse or your wallet. You have a child, you have a family, you want to protect it. Who are you with? Where are you going? And you heard a mother say she bought him gifts. I'm assuming for the past holiday. At the age 14, now we got a DV case. Behavior is learned. The hatred against women is real. And guess what? These men are teaching it to their sons, whether you want to face it or not. They are. It's coming from somewhere. It's being taught. You can't be who's that slow? It's being taught. Look at the videos. Look at the movies. Shot her in the head 3 times. What child does that? 14. And now she got the eye patch. Lord, imagine the emotional of dealing with this. Nightmares. So let me guess. She's supposed to, she's 14. Okay, you're at the doctor. So now let's go to school and learn. Kids might make fun of you. Or you're supposed to concentrate, you can, because you've had a horrific experience. Things we don't think about and wonder why they can't live up to their true potential. 14 years old. Behaviors learned. As I said before, said again, and I totally agree with Denzel. The pipeline to prison starts in the home. It is. The pipeline of prison starts in the home. The violence. So you see how you have a lot of these men that are violent against women? Have you not noticed the trend? The younger ones are violent too. The younger ones are violent too. Behaviors learned. They're doing what they see put before them. They're doing what they see in the community. So if he takes a gun, if he took a gun out and shot her 3 times in the head, can you imagine probably the physical altercations that he's probably seen between men and women that he knows? What's going on in that home? So emotional. You don't break up with me, mommy. And he should be tried as an adult. People don't want to be bothered. A lot of parents think they know everything. I know what I'm doing. Maybe, and sometimes you don't, because maybe, just maybe, if they've been more involved in their child's life. So she got a patch. This is a young girl before. Now look, not just the physical, but also the emotional. The emotional trauma. Is she going to go to counseling? You're going to date again? If the mother doesn't sit down and have a talk with her, get more involved, and the father, I didn't see a father, so this might be a single mother. If she doesn't get counseling that's needed, you're pretty much looking at a damage. She'll grow up to be a damaged woman, and the DV started early at 14. It makes me wonder for him to do this, to go so extreme. It makes me wonder if he's been violent before, doing little things. That's what it makes me wonder. How do you just go from, people having a difference, teenagers having it out, to you decide to go ahead and shoot 3 times in the head? I think he's trying to kill. I mean, in the head. Should think he didn't shoot her in the hand, in the head multiple times, 3 times. Where are his parents? What do they do? What are they raising? I would say ABC 123 felony. We now have domestic violence cases, DV cases in the teenage years. Women need to really get it together. Don't have kids by any man. If he cannot financially support you, if he is not emotionally and financially stable, and that's no guarantee, why take your chances? I've heard some things happen. Well, I can be in 2 places at one time. That's why we need to do a reset. That's why we need to do a reset. Again, behaviors learned. Said before, said again. Dusty Senior, Dusty Junior. Behavior is learned. How these boys see men treat their mothers, they'll do the very same thing. Think about it. A lot of them come from broken homes, of all nationalities, come from broken homes. So when they see the father's already disappeared on the mother, it's nothing for him to get a woman pregnant and disappear. His daddy did the same thing. Duh. It's nothing. Behavior's learned. So it happened to my mom, and she made it. She's okay. She'll be all right. How do you think if he's around, the men around that young boy, and again, he should be tried as an adult. How do you think, what's he being taught? What is he seeing? So just like you see these women, some of them are raising these young boys as single moms. They see the mom doing it all on her own. The behavior is learned. That's why he can get somebody pregnant and just walk off like it's nothing. Why? That's what they do. That's what's been put before them and think nothing of it. My mom's can handle it. She can handle it too. When there is violence in the home, people they're hanging around. This is what they do. And they should go a step further and investigate that home. And if there are any other children, they might want to go ahead and do an assessment and take them out. And then I hate to say, you look at CPS, that's no cure all, because sometimes the kids are in a whole nother frying pan. But this here, at 14 years old, a DV case, been shot, woo, in the head 3 times by a boyfriend. Society is basically, it's just ripping at the seams. And the sad thing is, it's not going to get any better. Some parents don't want to be bothered, and some don't want to listen. You can't tell them nothing until something happens. And then we get, I tried the best I could. You see a lot of these older men getting violent, these adult males are getting violent. Notice the trend. The same with the teenagers. Behavior is learned. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out. Simply Said here on YouTube.